Good morning and welcome to Cullman Today. I'm your host, Katie Spicer. It's Wednesday, January 17th, 2024, and it is still bone-chilling cold outside. We've got a lot to discuss in local news as both the city and county schools shut down yet again due to frigid temperatures and frozen-over roadways, while children enjoy the snow day or sleet day. Either way, many enjoyed the day off, but then again there were those stuck in traffic for hours as the temperature dropped and sleet increased. Now let's get into the top stories. It's another snow day for the children in Cullman today. Due to conditions of the roadways that are covered in ice, Cullman County Schools Superintendent Dr. Shane Barnett and Cullman City Schools Superintendent Kyle Koloff made the decision to close schools for the second day in a row. City Superintendent Koloff said Tuesday afternoon, "I hope all of you are enjoying the snow and ice outside. After collaborating with the city and county officials, we feel that it is not safe for students, employees, and families to travel on the roads tomorrow. Therefore, Cullman City Schools will remain closed Wednesday, January 17th. Please pay attention to any further announcements and stay safe, Bearcats." County Superintendent Dr. Barnett remarked by stating, "We have several roads throughout the county that are considered impassable, and with the temps not getting above freezing, the roads tomorrow will not be any better. Keeping our students and employees safe is my highest priority. We will evaluate conditions tomorrow before making a decision for Thursday. I pray everyone stays warm and safe. It's always better to be safe than sorry, as they say." The warming station at the Link of Cullman County closed in the late evening hours of Monday night and will remain closed amid safety and travel concerns from overnight volunteers. Individuals that were utilizing the warming station were transported to Hanceville Civic Center by VOAD volunteers Monday night. VOAD Chairman Wade Harbison said, "The Link scheduled volunteers to come in through the night to work the warming station, but the road conditions were impassable, so they didn't want to risk their volunteers coming out and driving during that." Harbison also noted that the Hanceville Civic Center, Trinity Pentecostal Church, Unsheltered International, Ethia Baptist Church, Dodge City Town Hall, Camp Liberty, and Gold Ridge Community Center are open to the public as warming stations. Donald Green Senior Center is also being utilized as a warming shelter, according to Luke Satterfield, City of Cullman. Satterfield stated that there is a sign up with a phone number for those seeking shelter and they should call to be let into the shelter. Cullman County EMA Director Tim Sarden has been busy overnight and throughout the day Tuesday monitoring road conditions throughout the county. All of Cullman County's roads were deemed impassable as of Monday evening, and it is strongly suggested that residents restrict any travel to avoid dangerous situations on slick roadways. Sarden suggested residents continue to stay home, noting high elevation areas like hills or bridges are even more dangerous. Succinctly put, stay off the roads. Cullman Electric Cooperative's Communication Director, Brian Lacey, says that although the icy conditions have caused a few mass outages, the cooperative isn't planning any scheduled or rolling blackouts yet. The outages were difficult to restore as treacherous roads kept repair crews and linemen at bay. Lacey said the highest demand for electric, both locally and across the region, will be early Wednesday morning. If rolling outages happened, it would come at the direction of the TVA to all local power companies across the TVA service area. At this time, we do not anticipate that will happen, but Cullman Electric is prepared if it does. Now that we have the top stories out of the way, we're going to take a quick break before returning with sports. Hello and welcome back. Now it's time to find out what's going on in the world of sports with stories from Cullman Tribune sports editor Nick Griffin. Several local games scheduled for this week have been canceled or postponed. All of Monday and Tuesday's hardwood action was canceled due to the winter weather, with conditions continuing to worsen. Several more games are already being moved. Holly Pond's area games at Falkville, scheduled for Wednesday, have been postponed and will be made up at a later date. Hansville's games at Asheville have been rescheduled for January 24th, and Cullman Christian's matchups with Athens Bible have been pushed back to Friday. The UAB Blazers and Jacksonville State Gamecocks have announced a home-and-home series for the 2027 and 2028 seasons. The Blazers will host the first game at Protective Stadium in 2027, and the Gamecocks will host UAB at Burgess Snow Field in 2028. The Blazers and Gamecocks have met 6 times in program history, with UAB leading the series 4-2. UAB has won each of the last 4 games, having the most recently defeated JSU 31-0 to open the 2021 season in the Montgomery kickoff. The new 2-game series will be the first time both teams will meet as FBS members. Congratulations to Cold Springs standout Ethan Edgeworth on posting an event, venue, and AHSAA state record time of 8 minutes and 53.17 seconds to win the 3,200-meter race at Monday's Martin Luther King Indoor Classic in Birmingham. The Tennessee signee finished early, a full minute ahead of the second-place runner, and his time currently stands out as the top time in the country. Congratulations on this great accomplishment, Ethan. That covers the sports for today, but make sure to check with the Cullman Tribune each day for the latest in sports coverage from across the area. We'll be back after this message. Welcome back to Cullman Today. Now it's time to speed things up with our news rundown. 4 stories in 4 minutes. The 3rd annual Christian Heart Memorial Cornhole Tournament is scheduled to take place at the Vinemont Elementary School gym on Saturday, February 3rd. A 50-50 split prize, raffles happening all day, and a blind draw division will make this tournament an afternoon of fun and excitement for all. All funds raised will be contributed to the Christian Heart Memorial Scholarship available to Vinemont High School students. For the 2nd day in a row, the Cullman County Commission has chosen to heed local EMA Director Tim Sarton's warning about the hazardous conditions on roadways throughout the county. The Commission announced late Tuesday morning that their offices would remain closed throughout Wednesday, January 17th. Cullman County road conditions will continue to be monitored, and sanitation services for county residents is expected to resume after 10 a.m. on Wednesday, January 17th. Be sure to check with the Cullman Tribune or Cullman Today's Facebook page for daily updates. Alabama Cooperative Extension System's Angela Treadaway says that this time spent indoor due to winter storms is a great opportunity to take a look at your pantry and discard any expired canned goods or spices that may have hung around your shelves for years. Treadaway shares key differences between home canned and commercially canned foods, saying that while home canned produce may be more desirable because of the ability to control added salt and sugar, it is important to use them within 1 to 2 years. Home canned foods such as vegetables, meats, jams, and jellies are good for 1 to 2 years, Treadaway says. This is a shorter shelf life than commercially canned items, but for the best quality, they need to be used within the 1 to 2 years. Treadaway says commercially canned foods are much better for storing for longer periods, citing commercial canners' ability to closely control quality and safety to product the best result. Treadaway did note, however, that commercially canned high-acid foods such as fruits and tomatoes will not last much longer than 18 months because of the acid content. She advised that any cans or jars with bulging lids, spewing, or visible mold be tossed. She says when storing canned goods, it is best to make sure they are labeled and important to ensure that they are stored in a cabinet or pantry that is cool, dry, and dark. Avoid storage in places where temperatures change. Learn more about food safety and preservation by visiting the food safety section of the Alabama Extension website, www.aces.edu. One local stylist is turning to the community and hoping to make an impact in the lives of those that may need a little hand up or a pep in their step. Dinah of the Legacy Salon in Cullman is collecting forgotten and new hair and hygiene projects to be donated to the victim services organizations of Cullman and Morgan counties, both of which offer shelter and resources for victims of domestic violence. Until February 16th, donations can be dropped off at the Legacy Salon in Town Square Shopping Center during the salon's business hours. And that concludes our 4 and 4. Next up is a brief break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Welcome back. I'm happy to report that we have no obituaries to report today, so it's time for a look at the weather. Today we will have a daytime high of 32 degrees with sunny skies and a nighttime low of 23 degrees with mostly clear skies. It's still cold, so stay bundled up. Daytime weather for today is not as cool as it has been, with sunny skies and highs in the mid-30s. There will be a light and variable winds as wind chill readings are below 5 to 5 below 0 in the morning. Nighttime weather will also not be as cold Tuesday, with mostly clear skies and lows reaching just 15 to 20 degrees. Winds will be coming out of the south at roughly 10 miles per hour. A brief look ahead to Thursday, January 18th, sees daytime highs of 39 degrees with a 50% chance of rain showers. The night will dip down to 33 degrees and we can expect rain. Remember to stay safe and don't leave your home unless you absolutely have to. That concludes our broadcast for today. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today, and we'll see you again tomorrow at 7 a.m. Thank you again, and remember to have a great day and be safe and bundle up. Now, enjoy a few photos of some playful children having fun in the sleet and snow wintry mix.